Hello, welcome. I'm in my comfy clothes. I am so self-conscious about my body. But that is a huge part of why I'm here today, why we are here today. Whew. I need this meditation like no other. I can't wait to do these every Wednesday with you. I will be putting out a new meditation every week. I loved doing yesterday's vibe check. Actually, it was 2 days ago. I'm recording this super early Wednesday morning, which I will be doing for you guys every super early Wednesday morning, so we can get our weekly meditation in, and I can also rewatch this throughout the week and meditate. I am going to kind of walk you through the meditation, but then I'm going to do it myself. So it is a silent meditation. It is kind of guided at first just so I could help you, the viewer, get into it. But then I will be doing the process on my own here on camera. And whenever I feel best to come out of it, out of this silent meditation, I will come out of it and I will talk about what I experienced, if it even worked. Usually it does. But I really want to focus today's meditation on outer, I guess, beauty. That's all it really comes down to, is my outer self reflecting my inner self. This is the natural texture of my hair. I took a shower a few hours ago and kind of self-conscious about that. I got some huge 3D reality checks. I know it is not 4D because it really didn't affect me that hard. It did get to me. I did post about it on my social media, on my Instagram. It did get to me. My ex called me, said some really hurtful things to me, which are true. Okay, I don't want to say instigated it, but I reacted to something wrong they did, and then they reacted to my reaction, and their reaction to my reaction was it was saying that I'm ugly with no hair, aka talking about my really bad habit. Maybe it's a mental issue, I don't know, of picking my eyelashes and eyebrows, which I'm trying to get over, which I don't even want to focus on here. If you want to learn more about why or what I've been going through, you can watch my very first vlog, but I want to. Anyways, he did say, "You look ugly with no hair," and he also said, he called me a fat donkey, but with the A word, okay? He called me that, and yeah, that was the first reality check for myself today. But literally yesterday's vibe check, random vibe check, I've watched that video over and over so many times today. Those messages, every time I rewatch my own video, a different part sinks in for me, and letting go of the ego, but still having confidence, because you have confidence in the divine, which gives you confidence in yourself. That really helped me today. I don't know why my 3D reality reflected those messages to me, but maybe I just needed to hear them, because yes, this channel is about becoming the best version of myself, because I know the inner self of me, once I refine that to perfection, as in just align with highest parts of me aligned with the highest parts of this universe, just like good things happening for me and everybody else around me, which includes also looking amazing. And he knows I'm insecure about my weight, so he came at me about that. And he knows I'm insecure about my bad habits, so he came at me about that. But yeah, those are true. I need to get those on track. And meditation is like a life hack, and I know that, and I haven't been practicing that for probably the past year, but I've started again in the past few weeks, and it's honestly, I really see a different glow in me even from the first video I posted here on YouTube, you know, on this channel. So I would really love this meditation to just tune into my ideal self, because like we're on this like plane, this 3D plane, and our ideal self is like literally like one step away. Like it's right there, and it's just for us to kind of like shift into that reality and see, you know, the fruits and the fruition of meditating and praying and visualizing and literally manifesting. And honestly, I love meditating because it makes you feel so amazing. Like once you come out of it, you literally feel like you did step into a different reality. And yeah, I do know it works, and it's my fault I haven't been practicing it. So yeah, that was also, like, I just want to say, like, today was really about my outer self for some reason. I was talking to a loved one. I was actually kind of like backbiting. This is my fault. I can clearly see this part, like I called this into my reality. I was talking to a loved one about somebody that we both know who has, in my opinion, gained a lot of weight in the past few months. And I was really trying to talk about it from like a concerned perspective, but I guess the way it came off didn't really sound that way. But the loved one that I was talking to like literally said to me like, you and that person are the same size. And I was like, whoa, a reality check. Like if I really am the same size as that person and I'm judging them, like I would love to be who I really want to be. So we are going to get to the point. Obviously my highest self, who I would love to look like, is completely different than who you would like to look like. You know what you want, you know what hair color you want, you know how you want your eyes to be, you know how thin you want your waist to be, you know how big you want your biceps to be, or whatever, or your behind, or whatever. Like, you have your highest self, I have my highest self. So once you get into the meditative state, you can go ahead and visualize what you would love to visualize. So I'm going to walk you through the meditation now. I love laying down. I have 2 mats. I'm double matted here. I am on wood floor, which I like being on a hard surface. And I made one of these last time, and I was super self-conscious about how I look when I lay down, but I would love to see the improvement of my physical body from top to bottom, from head to toe, in the next year or so, and for the next however long I am alive. I would love to see an improvement every single video, so I just have to deal with it as well. The real part of it is sharing this moment with you and sharing this moment with myself of being in the meditative state, which is literally like calling in the instructions to show up in the 3D of what we really, really want. So let's get to the point. I've been talking. This is a meditation, and I've been just sharing my life story. So I'm gonna lay down here. And I hope you guys can still see me, because I really can't see this side of the camera anymore, so I hope I'm still on camera. It really doesn't matter if I'm not. And if you can lay down, please do so. If you can't, I would just suggest doing this when you can, just to get the full, complete effect. Because the point is to kind of forget about your outer body. That's the whole like kind of point here. And you can't do that if you are tense anywhere. So I'm gonna walk you through the meditation and then I'm going to do it myself. Once I leave you all in the 4D, at that point I'll just go silent and I will try to get there myself. If I'm not already there, it's kind of hard to get to when you're talking, but it's possible. I'm sure it's possible. So just please lay down and close your eyes. And we are just gonna, I'm just gonna talk from my first person perspective and you can please follow along. I am going to take the deepest breath I have taken all day, all week, all month right now. I'm going to breathe in so deep where I can feel it kind of in the bottom of my stomach and in my spine. I can literally feel my breath there until it fills up to the top of my head. And I'm gonna do that 3 times. And once it's at the top of my head each time, I'm just gonna hold it and let go naturally. There is true science behind this kind of breath that literally heals you. So here we go. Okay, well, starting from the top of your skull, of your head, the very top, let go any tension at your crown. Just think about your forehead. Think about your ears. Let go any tension in your ears, in your eardrums, the back of your head. And let go any tension in the back of your throat, in the front of your throat, your neck. Feel your head like a bowling ball just sinking into the ground. Feel the heaviness of your head, this head that you carry around all day, all night. It's like this object on your shoulders, and now it's literally just taken by gravity. It is so heavy. And you don't have the responsibility to hold it up right now. At all. Let your shoulders completely loose. You can feel yourself widen a little bit. Let your shoulders drop down. Kind of going towards your ears, just dropping down and feeling that same weight of the gravity in your shoulders and in your elbows and your fingertips, just completely just magnetized to gravity. All this time you've been breathing in and out. Now just let your lungs give in to this pull of the floor. Let your chest muscles just give in. Let them meet your shoulder blades. Your abs and your stomach. Let them fall all the way in. You can even tense it up for a second and then just completely let go of your stomach. Let your belly button meet the back of your spine because of gravity. Then we have our amazing hips and waist that just loosen. Unclench your bottom, your pelvic muscles, loosen your pelvic muscles, everything inside of your, right under your waist, just let go of the tension there. Completely let it loose. Your thighs, your knees, they literally have no purpose right now other than to be sucked in by gravity. Your calves, your ankles, and my favorite part, reminding myself of my 10 little toes and completely letting them free. And I guess I haven't said this part because I'm talking, but if you haven't, let your tongue just go into the back of your throat and loosen your tongue and your throat. I really, really hope you feel the weight of your whole entire body just caressed by the floor, by gravity, by whatever mat or carpet you're laying on. If you're laying on a bed, you are not in charge of holding up your body anymore. Now with the back of your eyelids are relaxed. Keep them closed so softly. And I want you to imagine yourself. Imagine only getting up. Imagine getting up and looking at yourself lying down. Looking at yourself completely giving up to gravity. I want you to kind of be able to look at yourself, and now you have the ability to kind of float and literally be right above your own face, kind of like a mirror. You're looking at yourself in the mirror, but you're looking down at yourself. You're looking down at yourself. And you start floating up. You start floating up, and you see the roof of the place you're in. You see the roof, and you see the sidewalks, and you see the streets, and you see the trees, and you're just going up, and you see more and more of it, and it kind of looks like you're in an airplane or looking down like Google Maps. You can kind of see like familiar spots, and you keep going up and up. Until you see the shape of the country you're in. You're basically like in space right now. You see the oceans and clouds, and kind of start seeing stars around you. And you literally see the earth below you. That's the earth. That's holding up your little body. And as you keep floating far and far away from Earth, you see the galaxies, and you see planets, and you see the sun, and you see this galaxy for what it is. You see more galaxies, and this is the part I'm going to leave you at. You can go ahead and keep on floating up and up until it's blackness. It's blackness, and it's just you. It's just you and your soul. And this is who you are. You're not this galaxy, you're not the earth, you're not your home, you're not even your body. You are this being who literally is now about to visualize your highest, most perfect self in whatever sense that is who you are in this black void. And that's who we're going to see, and that's what we're going to visualize our life path in the 3D to become. So I'm going to go ahead and fully relax and join you in that place. If you're still visualizing, feel free to hit pause and continue to do your own meditation. The downside of living in like the prime spot of town is being kind of close to what is basically the subway rail station here, so I really apologize for that sound, but it is what took me out of my meditative state. But it's okay because I did visualize a lot. It's kind of even hard to go back to where it started, but the first thing that happened, and I would encourage you to go visit this YouTube channel by Aaron Dowdy, I believe is how you say his name, Aaron. He's a very prominent person on YouTube who does amazing 5D, how to get to the 5D state of mind meditations, where it's really just about pure love and interacting with your higher guides, and those guides are yours to completely understand. What those guides are is completely up to you. But once I was in kind of the 4D state in my meditation, kind of feeling, knowing I'm with literally myself, me, myself, and I, nothing to do with the physical self. Something I wasn't intending to do was to get into that 5D state where I've visited before because of Aaron's meditation. And I love visiting this place in my mind, in the quantum field, whatever you want to call it. Because once I kind of like zoom in to the stars, into the galaxy, into the void, I kind of get back into this space of like this blue sky with clouds, my favorite place. And there is like this, I don't want to say imaginary, but like it is this castle and beautiful house in the clouds. This is where my 5D lives, and I've been to this spot so many times, and yours can be completely different. This is mine, like, or maybe yours is similar. I'm just trying to share what I experience. And I've met these guides before, and they kind of show up differently. They don't have faces, they're literally feelings. And I'll tell you the names of the guides because they are just parts of my life. Like, the first guide is wisdom. Okay. One guide is health. One guide is money. So health and wealth and wisdom. And one guide is love. One guide is beauty. And it's usually wisdom who shows up. Like, obviously, like, money shows up. Money was like, I'm kind of struggling with that at the moment. And money was just this cool, just in the background. Wisdom was here. Wisdom was like what I'm doing here on on YouTube is really correct, like sharing my wisdom, what I know, admitting I'm still learning, but learning but knowing that I know, and just sharing this with people because a lot of people don't, and it is just maybe one step closer to helping the universe be at peace. And health was there. Health was just like so confident, so like proud that I used to get like super sick once a year, but this year I haven't. I haven't gotten sick in maybe 2 years. Thank God. Sometimes it didn't show up this time. Sometimes a guide is religion. Like a guide about faith wasn't really prominent in this meditation, but I recall that guide. And these guides show up in a way of like how I'm basically feeling in that moment, and throughout being like around these guides, like I go back and forth. Like one vision of me was in the near future, I have some family from out of the country visiting, and they want to visit my apartment. So I was literally visualizing myself putting on this little get together party thing where people are sitting on the floor, people are sitting on the couch, like a near future visualization about having a nice time here. And then I suddenly visualized myself wearing this white wedding dress, which is like long sleeves, very simple, and no design, like a big bow in the back. Just a very simple, beautiful white wedding dress. Don't know where that came from. I have it on some vision boards actually, but I don't know where it came from in that moment, just me putting on that dress. And then something I visualized before was literally the Grammy logo the Grammy Award. It was the logo of the awards, and just being there. Somehow that Grammy Award was there. I am a singer and I love singing and songwriting, and I just feel myself at the Grammys all the time. I've meditated before and seen myself on the stage of the Grammys, and like feeling like the room was so much smaller than I thought it was gonna be. But it was just something I visualized a lot. But this time, in this one, it was the Grammy logo on kind of like a screen, very like for like a few seconds, and I kind of heard the subway thing in the distance, and I was back at with my higher self guides in the castle in the sky, somewhere in the 5D, somewhere in the 4D, and I heard the whatever subway car like coming closer and closer, and as that was happening at the same time, I was kind of being pulled away from my guides, and right before leaving, I saw love, my higher self guide of love, and it was a little girl just crying in the corner, like not even in the corner, she was just crying, and this little girl with long hair and it was kind of like me as a little girl, not really. It was love. Like that was my manifestation of how I see love right now, I guess, is this little girl crying, and I just saw her as I was literally being pulled away from my guides, and I just didn't really know what to do. Like, and the train, whatever, was coming closer, and wisdom and health literally like stepped forward, like the protective uncles or parents of love, wisdom and health and a few other guides. But wisdom and health were like, don't worry, we will take care of love. You don't have to worry about love. And I was just pulled away and completely like woken up. Like I felt like sucked out of a vacuum right now, just seeing love, crying, and health and wisdom just being like we are the ones who are gonna take care of love for you. So kind of like reminding me to focus on health, focus on my wisdom and inner self. Yeah. And like there's so many other little parts of the meditation where like, flashes of me having beautiful lashes, eyelashes, and a skinny waist. Just like flashes of those things that I really see myself as. Oh, one really cool like visualization was me seeing what was it like? I can't even remember the number. It was like 10,000 or 100,000, 137,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like seeing that and then going into the analytics and seeing the exact number of likes, which was, it said like 4.2k likes on a video, and I clicked it even further, and it was 4,222 likes on this, like just on a video. And knowing that sharing my wisdom was the correct thing to do, and keep doing that and keep practicing and literally growing on camera, like knowing that this YouTube channel is basically a documentary of my life. Yeah. Well, I hope at least getting into the meditative state, this video helped you with that. This video was just me practicing meditation, so it definitely helped me. And I hope to meditate way more than once a week. I wish I had like a certain message or vibe for this week, but for me personally, it is letting go of my ego and understanding what I look like right now has almost nothing to do with who I am, and who I want to look like will only be a reflection of who I am on the inside. So yeah, thank you so much, and I hope to meditate with you again next week, and definitely be talking to you throughout the week through my other videos. Thanks again, and yeah, bye.